Hi guys. Well, this is technically night 3 of working on this motor and getting it straightened out. It's a 7.5 horsepower motor. We put new leads on it, and we've tried 3 or 4 different methods of determining which lead is which. And frankly, it's not ohming out right. We've put the meter on. All the leads are not shorted. They all have the same resistance. We're just not sure which is 1, 4, 3, and 6, or whatever they are. So I found another YouTube video that has a method that we're going to try out tonight, using electricity to put through there and seeing which coil is adding and which coil is subtracting.
Actually, we used electricity the first time. This we're going to use AC electricity.
Ah.
We used DC the first time.
The battery.
This time it's AC.
Yeah, right. Well, we're going to use AC. And hopefully we'll get this ohmed out. I think the contactor's chattering in there because the electromagnetic field is rusty or something. So if we get these motor to show us what we need to see on the leads, I'm probably just going to buy, $200 box and be done with it. So stay tuned. 2 old guys, an old lathe, wires, electricity. What could go wrong?
What more do you want for a good video?
Yeah. All right. First thing we're going to do is make us up a board. And I'll link up to that video where I found this procedure.
Second one thing you got to do is find your meter, because I left mine on your lathe.
My lathe is there.
No, the one you sold me.
Oh, your lathe.
Yes, my lathe.
Well, that may be fun, but we will see. In fact, let's go do that first before we get started. Now, while Don's over there stripping off the numbers so we don't cheat, I'm going to make us up a test board so we don't electrocute ourselves. The method I finally found on like the 4th page of results for my search. Those screws are too short. Be right back. Okay, now some longer screws. These are just terminal blocks that you can screw down from one side, and it will allow you to put your wires in there and we won't have problems. Because in this procedure we're going to use 120 volts through the coils and measure the voltage coming out the other wire. Before we were just doing, what were we doing, Don?
Putting a direct current, a DC current through there and measuring the deflection.
Don says we were putting DC current through the coil and measuring its deflection. Well, our problem was on 3 of the tests, only one coil was doing what the YouTube videos were saying it should do. And if you got to looking at the YouTube videos closely, the references they were citing were saying the direct opposite of what the guy in the video was doing. So there is so much confusion as to what we should be seeing, because we're seeing something not even shown, that I went looking for another way to test it, and this is it. So in a nutshell, we're going to run 120 volts through a pair, and that should allow us to have 120 volts coming out on the meter when we test one of the other coils. That will tell us, when we find the right coils, it should either be A, that it is the right coil, or B, it will either be 10 volts higher or 10 volts lower than our 120. So we'll either have 110 or 120, 28, and that way we will know which way that coil should be on the positive and negative side. It's a simple test. It's relying on the electricity making the coil do what it's supposed to do instead of just looking for deflections. So I went to town today and bought a lot of goodies. Bought this board set up, and basically we're going to take all 9 leads and put them onto these terminals, and then luckily I found some fluke leads that are able to be jumpered. You can plug one into the back of the other. So another lucky instance is these plug right into those terminals here on the board. So we can add one here and one over here, and the wires will come out the back for all 9 leads. And then we can test from this side without Dawn lighting up.
Maybe my heart could use a little, isn't it?
Dawn, I used to shock people for a living.
No fun.
I hit the clear button and the patient would jump about a foot off the floor. So you don't want this. And that wasn't anywhere close to 120 volts. Now we've already gone through
This is 7, 8, 9.
and determined our 3 stars of the Y, or 3 leads of the Y.
That's 7.
And we're going to put those over here. 7. Put it in here. And we'll mark it. Where's this shot at? Seven, 8, and 9.
Could be 8.
Now we know for sure that 7, 8, and 9 are these 3 wires, and it doesn't matter which wire it is.
So you arbitrarily just pick 7, 8, 9.
They're all tied together inside the motor.
It's all relative to
Yeah.
the line.
And we also went through the remaining 6 wires, and we paired them up. Put a voltmeter through it, and you hear the beep, you got continuity, that's where you are. So we know that there are wires here. There are 3 pairs left. Now I'm going to put them over on this side of the board. And we don't know which numbers they are.
We think this is
Now, I wouldn't tell me anything.
One
Let's just cut them all open. We'll keep them in pairs and we'll be okay. This will be first pair. This will be second pair. This is a pair. I say right now it doesn't matter, just as long as they're in pairs.
And we know they're in pairs because they have continuity to one another.
No, they're in pairs. Okay, this is a pair.
Does this thing do resistance too?
I think that's a full-fledged meter.
Maybe it'll just beep.
Okay, and over here I'm gonna put the last 2.
Here it does. Almost. We want to verify that.
Also today, while I was there, this is a full-blown electronics store. I found better insulation, double thickness,
Yeah, we need that.
sticky insulation.
Okay, let's double check.
Okay.
These should all have continuity to one another. And should not to these.
Okay.
These two should have continuity,
You do?
but not to these. Okay, these two, not to this one, and this one, and these, but not to this one, and we already showed those off.
Okay. And there's one more test I want to do before we go through here. If you would scratch a place on this motor and hold that wire
This
to
is
the
where I was
ground,
doing that right here.
and we will
Make sure it's not.
make sure it's not shorted to the motor frame. Ready?
Mhm.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. So, see if you can see this. These are our 3 wires, 7, 8, and 9. We just arbitrarily gave them a number. It doesn't matter. They all go to the same place. This is a pair, this is a pair, and this is a pair. Now we're going to use 120 volt of electricity connected in different series here to give us the readings for these 2 pairs, and then we can number them according to positive and term.
Yeah, and the reason the AC is better because these are actually coils,
Right.
and the AC will induce a voltage
Instead of DC.
like a transformer. It's just like
Right.
acting like a transformer. If you have 2 windings close together, this winding is going to induce a voltage in this winding under AC load. So it should be very accurate.
And the reason we can put 110 volt single phase to this side here is because they are an induction type coil.
And the resistance
And it doesn't
increases.
make a direct short, it actually makes magnetism turn the rotor.
Well, yeah, and that's what an inductor does.
Right.
Under AC load, it increases in resistance.
Well, I was watching that old boy when he plugged in 120 volts, and I thought, oh no, direct short.
No,
Doesn't work that way.
only if it's the wire, then you make a heater.
Now, do you know which wires we need to
I haven't.
touch?
I didn't have a chance to. I saw it
Well,
once. We're just gonna have to.
yeah.
We're gonna have to watch the video and do it step by step and follow me.
I think I printed them out.
Well, that's even better.
Yeah, so
I've
we'll be
been
right back.
Sorry, I've been working all day. Did not have time.
Excuses.
I saw it once and
You
I went.
probably have to eat and sleep too. I don't know
I saw
about
it
you.
once. I saw it once and then I went, wow, like this.
That's what we're going to do.
we're.
Okay, so these will be connected to here.
Well,
Now, I think I didn't have enough, so what I'm going to do is we need, this is a little testing switch for 120 volt.
we can use that to turn it on. Yeah.
Well, we need to be able to move the 120 around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sacrifice one of these
Plus, you
cables.
also need a jumper
Well,
further down. Into
I've
the-
got 2 wires for that. I bought 4.
Okay.
These are $11 a piece.
You should put 10.
Huh?
Usually you buy 10 when you need 2. You buy, oh, well, I might name it in the future, so
They
I'll buy
didn't
10.
have them. There's a pandemic on, sir. I don't want to run
Sorry.
the country short. But I think I'm going to sacrifice one of these for the 120 volts.
Yeah.
And so we can move that in place
Yeah, because
easily.
it doesn't matter polarity on the AC.
Right. But we have to be able to move them around. And instead of putting little pigtails out here and then clamping onto them,
Don't like
this
that.
will be safer.
It would be,
So,
yeah. So cut that in half and here's your wire stripper and cutter.
well, there's $5.50 right there.
No, now you got you doubled your money.
I doubled my money. Yeah, look at the bright side.
Always.
Okay.
You got some tape here. Take that out. We clip them in.
We said we're going to clip them on white and black.
Put some tape on there so it'll fall off.
Back. I couldn't get any of the safe plugs that are shielded, so when you pull them out, they're shielded.
Okay.
But
Just don't
this-
touch the ends.
Don't touch the end.
That's all.
Don't lick it either.
You get a channel, Neil knows, you set to pull them out.
I do know CPR, Don.
Yeah, but if you get shocked, I don't.
Well, you're going to do this. I'm your backup.
Ah, I like the way we voted on that.
Yeah. Oh, you did. You forgot about it, kid. You left your voting ballot at home.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, that's what we've done. We've made 2 more jumpers that'll plug in.
And that's the AC input.
And these are the inputs.
You know
Let's
which
put a
one to
flag
them
on the-
You know which
which-
one to put them on?
No, but let me have your tape. And what we can do is flag the ends of these so we know for sure that it's not these others.
Whatever makes us do it right. This is the last time I'm doing this.
Tired of it?
Tired of, bored with it.
Okay, we flagged those. Now we know what those are. And we can plug them in anywhere we want to. And then this will go to the wall outlet.
And then these go to the meters.
And then the meters go there. In fact, you may be able to put that meter into that plug. I don't know if that's banana or not.
I think, no. That's the circle kind. Nope. It might fit in the middle though. Try it.
Ta-da!
Cool. Alright, just leave them in there now. Take this one out.
These are fluke leads. Of course, this is a field piece. Okay. Now, sir, you have a set of leads going to your meter.
Cool.
We have a set of leads going to 110. And then we have one here that we can jumper by putting into the back of that.
That's all you need. Got everything.
I got it made. Let me go.
Find the,
So this is the test. And I'll link to the video where you can see it. We're going to start. We've got all 3 of our Y identified, and we've numbered them 7, 8, and 9. Then we have 3 pairs, and we don't know which number they are. All we know is they connect, and they're not shorted to the
this
ground.
is the internal wire that are connected
Okay.
inside the motor. You can't get to the other side of those coils.
Okay. So now I have a jumper,
And look at the AC
a
chart.
meter, and the AC. What should I do?
7 and 9, 120 volts.
120 volts to 7
And 9.
and 9. Okay.
And we,
My meter needs to be connected where?
well, just watch us bickering anyway.
We've been bickering for the last 10
I
minutes.
tell you, I'm not.
He learns one way, I learn another. And so
never did-
I don't
never did-
follow what he's in his mind, the way he's going. So we did it his way, so he'd have his numbers. Now we're doing it my way, so I'll have the way
well,
I
I
see it.
understand what's going on inside the motor, so I'm just translating what I need to learn. So
Well,
that doing it that way is good though, because it showed us the first time we measured there was an error. So
right. Okay. Well, now I'm on 8 and 9,
8 and 9.
and
Yeah.
I'm on pair 1, and I'm reading 0.56.
0.56. All right, so that's 0, pretty much.
I'm going to
You had 7.25 last time on the other two, so let's see what that looks like.
number 2. 7.2.
All right, that's consistent.
Now we're going to number 3. On 8 and 9. 7.34.
All right, so that pair is 1 and 4.
I'll tell you as soon as I get my numbers. Okay, now we want to go to 7 and 8 on the DC.
On the AC.
On AC, excuse me, AC. Okay, we're on pair number 3 right now. 10.87. Going to number 2. Four. Going to number 1.
Okay, that's consistent.
So, from my readings, number 3 for 7 and 9 should be which pairs? Well, tell me what 7 and 9 is testing.
There's no 7 and 9.
Oh,
We're finding the
I'm
pairs.
sorry. I understand that. But when I put the electricity on 7 and 9, which number should be the lowest?
We're changing. Remember, you know the one.
I know, but what I'm asking you is, you're sitting there
The
saying
one farthest away in the Y.
from 7 and
from
9
7 and-
is which?
I don't know. I have to draw it up. I don't have it memorized. Hold on, I'll tell you in a minute.
Well, I mean, when we're testing ACM 7 and 9, what are we looking for? Let me put it that way. We're looking for pair.
When you're testing 7 and 9, you're looking at 5 and 2.
Okay, so we're looking for 5 and 6 for
5 and
this.
2.
5 and 2. When we look at 8 and 9, what are we looking for?
1 and 4.
1 and 4. And when we do 7 and 8,
3
we're
and
looking
6.
for 3 and 6.
Yep.
Okay, so for my numbers, I say pair number 3 is 5 and 2. I say pair number 1 is 1 and 4. And pair number 2 is 3 and 6.
Okay.
See here? The lowest number there
The lowest number
is 5 and 2.
is
The lowest number here is 1 and 4. The lowest number here is 3 and 6.
That's correct.
So that's what we've identified. Now we're going to look and find which one of these is 4 and which is 1. And that's the neat part of this test. Before, with the resistance and the needle flittering, we really weren't sure every time we
Well,
took it.
say that verifies because 1 and 4, which we identified in DC, 1 and 4.
Okay. Well, how about the other two?
I'm getting ready to do those.
Can't, that looks like,
That's 3 and 6.
okay, that says 3 and 6. Well, this
Oh
is,
wait, yeah, 3 and 6.
okay, well, this is 5 and 2 over here.
Well, that didn't work right then.
What did well, we were using the deflection method.
I know, but I was hoping they'd be consistent. But they're
Well,
not.
I was hoping they wouldn't because
Actually-
the motor wasn't running when it was consistent.
Yeah, true.
It sucked.
Yeah, true.
But
true,
this
true.
way we have definite proof
Yep.
that all of those windings, even though they're different, they're farther
they should be
away
worked. They
and
should be
they
okay.
should be, all the windings should be okay. Now, we can keep from letting the magic smoke out. In the rest of this test,
Yeah,
we
we'd be
will be
doing good.
okay. So now,
Now
we
we're going
need
to find
to,
the individual numbers.
we need to find which one is 1 and which is 4. So how do I set up for that, sir?
The AC goes on 7 and 9.
7 and 9. Okay.
Jumper 6 and 9.
Jumper 6 and 9. Well, I don't know.
Can you jumper 2? On the same
Oh,
one?
yeah, but I don't know which one is 6.
Well, we're going to find out in a minute. Just pick one that you
So
think is
pick one of that pair.
Yeah.
Okay, so we want 9 for the electricity. I'm going to put this,
7 and 9 on the AC,
okay,
and then a jumper between 6. What you think is 6 and 9? Pick one.
well, we're on 9, but we need to go to 6.
Mm-hmm. So pick one at 6.
Okay, I'm going to pick the pair of 3 and 6. I'm going to pick the one on the right, left.
Okay.
Now, where do I hook my meter up?
7 and 3.
7 and 3. Okay, doesn't matter on polarity.
Nope, it's AC.
It's AC.
Alternating current means
I
it has
understand.
no polarity. Well, it has switching polarities.
Okay, we're going to 7.
Mhm.
I'm glad I found these little parts.
I'm going to jumper 6 and 9, right? What are you looking at?
Okay, my AC's on 7
And
and
9.
9.
Your jumper's on 6 and 9?
I have 9 and 6,
Okay.
but I
and
don't know
your
which one
meter-
is 6.
Right, and your meter goes on 7 and 3.
7 and 3, the opposite way. Okay, because I don't know where 3 really is,
All
but
right,
that's
now-
what we're
now-
solving for.
Now here's what we're looking for. Depending on which one is 6 and which one is 9, if you're on 6, you're going to
Now,
get...
which one is 6 and which one is 3?
I mean, wait. Yeah, we're looking at 3 and 6.
Yeah. I'll either add 10 volts to it or
Right.
subtract it.
If we come up with a reading less than
118 or whatever it is.
whatever your base voltage is,
Yeah,
that means you have those reversed.
right.
We come up with a positive reading, that means you're on number 6.
Okay, so let's give it a shot. Ready? $126 volts.
All right, that's an additive reading, so you're on number 6.
With which wire? The jumper or the?
Yeah, well, you only got it jumped to number 6, right? You only got one wire jumped to number 6.
I don't know which is 6. I know which pair it is, but I don't know which one of these is 6. So the wire.
You jump it between 9
Okay, so the jumper.
and 6. Wherever the jumper
The
is.
jumper is 9, and so this will be 6.
So mark that one as number
Okay,
6 right
this
here.
is 6. We're sure of 6.
Well, yep, sure as it can be.
This is 6. And now, what I would like to do is
Now you
switch
you
those
reverse that, yeah.
2 wires.
Wait a minute, you don't just switch the wires. Hold on. No. No. Don't be pulling yet. Then jump 9 to 3.
9 to 3. I will,
We're just going to
okay,
verify 3
okay.
is 3.
9 to 3, and then the meter goes on to the other one.
7 and 6.
Yeah. Okay, the
So-
meter is on 6
And 7?
and 7.
All right.
The jumper is 9 to
Nine.
3, and we should look for something below 118
No.
volts.
It should be positive too because we moved the jumper. It's not jumping in the same place. We're looking to verify that 3 is additive now. And that verifies that that's number 3. Just do it.
105.
Oh no, you're right.
Ah, ha, ha.
Minus 10.
Speak into the camera, sir.
Minus 10.
Speak into
You're
the
gonna
camera.
edit that out.
No,
I'm
no.
gonna
I am right so few times that these things go in a vault
That big old
under
negative
armed
here.
guard in Switzerland.
See, I don't read my own writing. 120 minus 10 is 110.
Yeah. So we know.
Oh wait.
Oh,
Oh wait, no. 120 minus 10. That means that's terminal 6. Oh, the 130 plus is terminal 3. Let me put my pluses and minuses bigger. The first one we did, let's redo that.
okay.
Because if it was additive, it was number 3. When it subtracts, it's number 6.
Okay. So I'm gonna scratch you out. we don't know what the hell number you are.
Let's do this again.
And so now I am going to,
My fault.
first jumper
Tell you,
goes where?
I'm no good in anything, I'll tell you that.
Well,
All right, we got the AC on 7 and 9,
we have AC on 7 and 9,
jumper 6 and 9.
jumper 6 and 9.
Yeah, let's just go reconfirm that.
Well, I don't know which one is which.
Well, whichever one you had.
Just, I'm going to pick a pen number there. This is
That's
what
correct.
tells me
That's correct.
which 6 is.
That's correct.
So I've got from 9 to the third pair, which will be 3 and 6, one of them,
That's
whichever we
correct.
find.
That's correct.
And then I have my meter on the opposite wire of
7
that
and 3.
pair, and then to 7.
7
so
and
now
3.
we're going to, I don't know it's 3 yet. That's what we're trying to find out.
Okay.
I just
I
know
wrote
this-
it like when we found it, but go ahead.
Okay, well this is, I don't know right now.
Gotcha.
Okay, here we go. That is 105 volts.
All right, so that's number 6. Whatever you got it to, that's number 6.
So
Now,
where I've got the lead of my meter is number 6, or where I have the jumper is number 6.
let's see, that's where it gets a little confusing.
That's why I think we need to go get those diagrams.
Well, hold on, let's try this. Okay, let's say that's number 6. If we change the jumpers and it goes positive, then we know. Let's jump.
All I should have to do is change,
I jump 9 to 3. Jump 9 to 3.
I don't know where 3 is.
Well,
That's my point. I know where the pair number 2 is, but I don't know because
Let's go print it. Let's go print it.
Yeah. We'll be right back.
It's 2 we're doing.
I know what we're doing.
Even though
I
you
just don't
don't
know
know,
which one to touch.
Even if you don't know, if this one gives us a negative, you're gonna swap it.
I understand that. I just didn't know which one you wanted me to number by whether it's the meter touching it or the jumper. And now you're saying that it's the meter will
Put
determine
meter
the
on
number.
7 and 3. If it's additive, it's terminal 3.
Okay. So we're looking for a reading above 118.
This ought to be like a Three Stooges episode.
This is 105,
All right, so that's subtractive.
right?
So you have
So
3
that
and
would be
6 backwards.
6.
You have 3 and 6 backwards, yeah.
Okay, so that would be number 6.
But we're gonna verify that again. But
Okay, but
for
I'm
right
going to
now,
put it down there just as, this will be on number 6.
I think it's safe to put that on 6 right now. Safe.
Okay.
We'll see if this works.
And then we're
out.
going to switch the meter over to the other side. And we're going to put
7 and
the
3.
meter
The meter's still on,
on
7 and 3. The meter's still on 7 and 3, right?
The electricity is, yes. The meter is on 9, the meter's on 7,
And 3.
and now it will
What
be
you think
3.
is on
Now it will be 3, and it
All right,
should be
just
positive.
to double check. 7 and 9 AC,
Yep,
6 and 9 jumper,
yes,
and the meter's on 7 and 3.
yes.
Okay.
And this should be
And
positive.
it should be positive. And
125.
that's number 3.
So now we know for sure this is number 3. This is number 6.
Well, we don't know for sure it's number 6, but we're going to check that next.
Well, we just reversed it and got a
I know
negative reading.
that's logically, but we want to make sure the coil is working right too.
All right, tell me what to do.
All right, so just leave the meter. Put the meter on 7 and 6. Now we found 6.
7 is 6.
Yeah.
The meter goes on 6.
Right? Because we're going to find 6, right?
Well, we already found it
But
because
we-
it just
we
had
think
to
we
be one
found
of the others.
Now jump 9 to 3.
9 to 3. All right. So now we should get a positive reading that way. It's a negative reading.
And that's right. So that's
Okay.
that confirms that's number 6 and it's working right.
Okay.
So we have found the first pair finally.
6 and 3.
Yep.
Okay, I've written that on the board right here.
So that's a definite.
So now we want to go to find 1 and 4.
Well, we're gonna go wherever I'm going next.
Okay.
AC on 8 and 9.
AC is on 8 and 9.
Jumper, what you might think is number 5, and number 8.
Okay. So jumper, I gotta switch my jumpers around. Okay, this is the meter. And the meter will go on 5 or 2.
Meter on 9 and 2.
Meter goes to 9 and 2.
Because we're looking for 2.
Okay, meter is on 9
And 2. What you think might be
and
2.
what may be 2. Okay,
And you jump it between 5
and
and what,
it's in
what
8.
may be 5 and 8.
Okay.
And the AC is on 8 and 9, right?
AC is on 8 and 9. I've got a jumper between 8 and
Might be 5.
5, and the meter is on 9
And might be 2.
and might be 2.
Okay.
And so if we get a positive, we know one way. 122.
All right, so that's more than your base voltage, right?
Yes.
So that's number 2. The meter is actually on number 2.
Meter is on 2.
So mark that as 2.
Okay.
Now,
Now we're going to confirm it. Should we just
well, Miss AC is still on 8 and 9, I think.
8 and 9?
That was the same, right? I don't think we moved to AC before.
No.
Yeah, no, we didn't. Okay. All right, so now jump 8 and 2. We found 2.
8
Jump 8 and 2.
to 2. And the meter will go on 5.
9 and 5.
Yeah, that doesn't change. All I'm doing is flipping the wires
I
around.
understand, but, and that should confirm that.
All right, here we go. 108.
We had 10. What we had the first time?
We had more than 120.
You had more than 120 the first
Yeah,
time?
this is 108.
So that's subtractive, so that's number 5.
That's 108.
So that's definitely number 5.
And this is
So we found 2.
122.
Yeah, okay, so that's 2 and 5.
Yeah.
Definitely 2 and 5. Almost there, buddy. Thank you for putting up with me.
Well, you know, the price of ammunition is so dadgum high now.
Oh, it is.
that-
I agree with you there. Of
And-
course, I got a lot of it.
And if I can ever find that cat, I'm already going to have one hospital bill. I don't need another one with you. Okay. Continuing on to solve for number
1 and
1
4.
and 4.
So the AC goes on 7 and 8.
7 and 8 for AC. And my Let's-
Jumper is what you think might be 4 and 7.
jumper is going to 4 and 7.
Meters on
1
and 8.
and
What you might think is 1 and
meter.
8.
1 and no,
So it's-
1 and 4.
1 and 8. Meters on 1 and 8.
Okay, I got to get the rest of the meter over there. Okay,
So if it's additive,
AC on 7 and 8
uh-huh,
jumped between 7 and what I think may be 4,
right?
and then the meter is on what I think may be 1 and 8.
Right.
Correct?
And if you get an additive voltage, that is number 1.
It's 125
So that's number 1.
from the meter.
At the
Yeah.
meter, wherever the meter is, that's number 1.
1, and then we think this is 4.
Yeah. Now to verify that,
We're going to just switch the leads. If we get a negative,
jump
it's
7
what it
and
is.
1. Meter on 4 and 8.
Should get a negative.
It jumps on 7 and 1, right?
7 and 1, yeah.
Okay.
That just flips the two
Okay,
pairs. 104.
And that's absolutely number 4.
Okay.
We have successfully identified all the numbers.
What a good party.
Let's check and see how defective those first
Readings were on
yeah.
that?
This is 1 and 4.
Okay.
So
Which one is 1?
This is 1
This is 1?
and this is 4.
Well, this is 4 on our readings.
So
this
this-
is 1. Those are
So
backwards.
the second time we did it, remember it reversed these. So the second process we did correctly identified that there.
Okay.
All right. And then 2 and 5.
Okay. This is 5.
Oh, see, that's a whole different group. Wait. where
Yeah,
we at?
well, we just...
That's 3 and 6.
No.
So-
And then 6 and 3.
So those were backwards.
So these were all screwed up according to that last test.
The 2 tests, both tests.
2 tests. But this one worked.
This one, everything worked as expected. So I'm confident this is right,
Okay.
based on his tests. The buck, what is it called? Something test.
Buck Former or something. I'll put a link to it because this worked. The other one was pretty subjective.
Well, the other one you're using DC voltage on an AC coil. This using the right voltage on to identify coil. So
Okay.
I'm comfortable with this.
Okay. Now,
Permanently label these boogers. Go get your printer before you take them off.
yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take and cut this wiring off, this shielding, and put the new stuff on. And I got one size bigger and one size smaller. I'll double shield them, and then I will put a sleeve on each one with a printed.
Print number. There you
And
go.
then we're going to have to get a big friggin' box about this big so that all these wires can fit in.
Well, it fit in that little pecker head,
Yeah, well, not very
but not with
well.
all this stuff on it.
No.
You know, that's the difference.
You know, if we were to mount a big box here with a
You don't put the small starter in there too?
if we put a big box here, like a waterproof box, a double wide, then we could put a fitting to come down into another box and run all these wires in there. That way there would be no stress here.
I like that better.
And
I like
then
that better. I like that better.
then I can get a really long extension cord and run to
Actually,
your
you
house.
could just put one on ones where, you know, you unscrew and you have access. You know what I'm talking about?
I was just thinking, I've got some exterior die-cast regular AC boxes,
Yeah, you could do that.
weatherproof.
Whatever doesn't
Screw
put
it
any
on there.
stress on these,
Well, they would come straight out and into that box.
yeah.
And I'll make them smaller here. These don't need
Yeah, they
to
don't
be
need
so
to be that
far.
big.
But, okay. Well, Don,
You don't want to try it?
how would you suggest trying it?
Plug that baby in.